Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for staying with us. We have a heartwarming reunion at Warner Robins Base to tell you about, Robins Air Force Base to tell you about tonight. A group of missionaries daringly rescued from a hostage situation in the Congo almost half a century ago. The heroes were U.S. airmen, and one of those airmen met with the people he rescued today for the first time since 1964. 41 NBC's Tucker Sargent joins us in the studio with the story.
When Marilyn Wendler found out the plane that rescued her and her group nearly half a century ago was now on display at the Museum of Aviation at Robins Air Force Base, she started making plans to bring the group back together. Today, that reunion became a reality. Marilyn Wendler was only 11 years old, but she remembers November 24th, 1964 like it was yesterday.
I remember walking in the back end of this huge airplane, sitting on the side in a hammock seat.
Wendler was one of hundreds of hostages rescued in Operation Red Dragon. The hostages had been held for more than 3 months by rebels in the Congo who called themselves Simbas. When the rebels got word the U.S. Air Force was on its way, they started killing the hostages one by one.
Their attitude was very simple. Americans come, we'll kill all the Americans here, and then we'll kill them too.
Larson and other men had been separated from the women and children of the group. His wife, Jean, ran and hid in the jungle with other hostages to avoid being killed by the Simbas. Meanwhile, her husband met up with CIA-hired Cuban exiles who had infiltrated the city to save 3 American diplomats. But Larson asked if they'd help save his group, which included Jean and their 2-year-old daughter.
I certainly remember being out in the forest and hearing my husband call to us. And at first I couldn't believe it. And then we went out and the Cubans came in behind Al. And when they saw the little children, some of them got tears in their eyes. It was amazing to me.
The Cubans escorted the group to a small runway where pilot Mack Secord was waiting to carry them away.
The Simbas leaped up out of the tall grass next to the taxiway and shot straight up. They shot into this wing over here. And of course, that's where all the fuel is carried.
With fuel spilling from the plane, Secord shut off one of the engines to prevent the wing from going up in flames and limped safely to his destination.
So welcome.
A hug and a thank you that this group has been waiting to give for 48 years. 19 members of that missionary group did lose their lives that day, but hundreds of American and Belgian hostages got out alive during the rescue operation. The plane you saw in the story actually just retired in 2011. It is a C-130 if you were wondering. As for its pilot, he's retired too, but he's still flying today. He lives in Atlanta and flies his private plane in his spare time.